That's bottom line, right? So if something is demanded, supply will try to be created, unless there are barriers towards it. So that's where other barriers come, social barriers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but then people demand a lot of weird stuff as well. No, we don't supply. I mean, we just can't legally sometimes. Sometimes you can't supply it because of any regulations. Otherwise, even your own personal censorship. But जितना ज़्यादा पैसा खींचेगा, उतना ज़्यादा आपका values test होगा, right? because Allah ने को सुनने, so you will be forced to do that. That's where your challenge comes. So that comes down to individuals, of course, but it also comes down to small teams and comes down to organizations. How do they directly face, right? And so can you imagine Kash Foundation doing anything against those values? Of course not, right? So वो जब produce करेंगे तो ये produce करेंगे.
उसकी audience भी फर्क होती है.
But whatever, we can't. My opinion on this generally is that it's the realistic thing. You cannot say कि हाँ ये producers evil हैं या हाँ ये हम लोग हैं stupid. No, it's not an absolute reality. It's just like I said, people are not black and white. Society is not black and white. There's gray, and there's constant evolution. In my opinion, I always use this term from what I learned from marketing is this thing called quality, which essentially is defined by the audience. So if you want a McDonald's burger, right? You want a burger like that. And McDonald's creates a burger like that.
If they create a different burger, you're not going
to go for it. So that is quality. Quality वही है कि आप जाएंगे आपको ये चीज़ चाहिए हमेशा ये चीज़ मिलेगी. So McDonald's is high quality. But is that burger good for you? No. So it's high quality but low grade or low standard. That means so low grade. Like a cigarette, like vape. They're high quality. Oh, I want a bubblegum flavor. Oh yeah, man, this bubblegum flavor. Try the oh, awesome. Bubblegum cancer. Okay. So cool, बड़े लग रहे थे आप. But high quality, you get exactly what you want. The image and the perception you have in the head, and then eventually, no great. When it comes to entertainment, it becomes diabolically difficult. Why? Because we're not just physically affecting. We're affecting people's values, morals, the way they think, perceptions, how they observe.
Thought process evoke होता है many times when you watch a drama, you watch a film, you always many times you end up thinking about it.
How many times it happened to you when you go to the cinema? You watch a nice movie, and the moment you come out, you feel like you're still in that film.
I watched Barbie. I watched Barbie twice.
Okay.
So.
Did you feel like Barbie when you came out?
I didn't feel like Barbie, but I did feel like the thought process evoke होता है. And maybe not on everything, but on certain things. You think
the Barbie, I think the most analysis they will think. It's her social media platform. In analysis side, yes,
of course it does. We start thinking of those points of view. Those values become more acceptable to us as well if we don't question it. Whatever the values, we just aren't acceptable because it's presented so coolly. And which is okay, that's human for us as a failure. But when it comes to entertainment, we therefore have to be honest. So great power, great responsibility, can't win.
हमने ये भी साइकोलॉजी से बात की थी कि हर चीज़ ना हर बंदे को सेम तरह से इफेक्ट करेगी. जैसे जनरेशन गैप आ जाता है ना, जो चीज़ आप देखेंगे आपको फर्क कैसे इफेक्ट करेगी, मैं देखूँगी फर्क कैसे. फॉर इंस्टेंस वो एक क्या बात होती है कि अगर कोई लड़की घर छोड़ जाती है फॉर इंस्टेंस, तो बच्चे समझेंगे भाव की पढ़ने और वो ऐसे ना घर में छोटी सी बात की तो भी चल रही है तो मैं सवाल.
बट बुजुर्गों का ये होगा कि अच्छा ये बच्चों को क्या सिखा रहे हैं, छोटा सा इशू है वो घर छोड़ के चले गए. इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव सबका. But at the end, I think it काफी influence है audience का.
Absolutely. So when the audience says this is what I want, and they say okay fine, meeting or not, उनको data आता है ना. बहुत ही अजीब सा data if you ask me, because marketing.
We were told by the director we were interviewing कि वो आपको एक हम लोगों की पे एक proper उसकी होती है analysis होता है.
TRP.
Exactly.
But they essentially get a data. This is how it works. They have certain meters in certain households, and I say this with sarcasm because for me that's not good enough data. It does not map the entire industry, and even if it is not necessarily responsible. वो कह रहे हैं अच्छा मेरे को क्या चाहिए? तो उस डेटा से देखा कि क्या चीज़ मकबूल है. ये चीज़ मकबूल है, ये सब्जेक्ट मकबूल है, okay fine. तो फिर वो to production houses, which many of them are under the product houses. वो कह रहे हैं इस तरह का प्रोडक्ट लाए, ये लोगों ने रखे, ये मकबूल है, ये सब्जेक्ट मकबूल है. वो एक aspiration of a young teenage girl to go up in society. Generally वो होगा in romance. So ये तीन चीज़ें ज़रा डालें, conflict डालें, relationships डालें, घर डालें, और फिर हम स्ट्रैटा का मूवमेंट डाली वो एस्पिरेशन है कि अच्छा सा खूबसूरत सा करना राइट
ऐसा अगर आप जाते हैं ना जो ऑर्डर टी पार्टीज होती है तो समटाइम्स के बड़ी सीरियस डिस्कशन ड्रामे पे चल रही होती है कि उसकी सास ने ऐसे किया देखो मेरी सास ने ऐसे किया था तो बड़ी प्रॉपर डिस्कशन चल रही होती है
शायद फुप्पो का घर गई थी वहाँ पे बड़ी प्रॉपर डिस्कशन हुई लाइक बहुत सीरियस हो गई मुझे लगा कि शायद हमारी कोई जाने वाली है जो मैंने पूछा था वो कोई ड्रामा था जिसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे लाइक सीरियस डिस्कशन
the goss is about the TV gossip, just feeding the goss, right? And then what they do is the producers produce that, the channels sell it. क्यों? Because जिनसे इश्तिहार ले रहे हैं, वो भी वही data ले रहे हैं. That's why there's that vicious cycle. The question is, if I keep giving you one kind, let's assume Pizza Hut was the only kind of pizza that you had had, and I gave you original Italian pizza, organic, fresh cheese, Artega, asal bana hua pizza. Menu pizza, and then you realize that's not even real pizza. But then the taste is good. The moment you start giving alternative, the audience says, "Hey, wait a minute, let me try this out."
जैसा आजकल ग्रीन एंटरटेनमेंट के ड्रामे
कितना मकबूल
I mean
अब मुझे पता है काबली पुलाव
my mother doesn't watch drama she's watching Kabli my father's watching Kabli
That's what I'm about to say. Men have started watching television. I mean, how many people would say this is a commercial hit? Of course not. It's not a commercial formula. We did Pinjara. Do you know Pinjara was rejected by all the big channels? All of them. Why the writer wasn't right? वो बेचारी फौत हुई है. These Mujahats went back. Mujahats went back. They went back to certain companies. They went back to ANY. Person ताल्लुक से और फिर maybe because of that, it's a children. Because they said, बच्चों की परवरिश is not a commercial issue. That's what they were saying. But imagine how huge an issue it is.
It is something that really needs to be grateful for.
And शुक्र है मकबूल हो गया.
like her teaching charity mentioned
I absolutely agree with that. That's my personal opinion. But how do you sell it? For me, I've always quoted Shakespeare on this. Shakespeare would know how to sell it to the market, and his market was huge. From those who were standing and urinating while watching the play and baby feeding that point to the queen. The entire market was his. So he would put all kinds of elements. He put lewd sex element, he put violence, he put slapstick comedy, he put ghost and mystery, everything. And then he would also put to be or not to be. He also put this is taboo for my hand, does a Jew not believe? He put all those monologues, he put that as well. So what he was doing was two things. He was grooming his audience towards the future market. So if you look at his initial plays and Beachfront plays and then his last plays, you'll say, how did anyone watch these plays? Arguments. Because he grew them. So why can't we do it? And grow our own market? Right? And then go into that.
to change up all of a sudden with us.
True.
Aista.
There'll be certain jerks, like Udari was a big move. What we need to do is get meaningful stuff, package it in the modern selling stuff. So package that. And why, if we can sell cancer in sticks, why can't we sell good stuff? So I think it's just a matter of packaging and promotion. That's what I mean.